Running low on your favorite beauty products? Tired of spending a fortune just to keep up with your routine? Imagine having to look your best when makeup, skincare, and even stockings are in short supply. What if I told you that some of the best beauty hacks were born during a time when resources were scarce and creativity was key? Get ready to discover the timeless beauty secrets of the 1940s, when women found ingenious ways to stay glamorous no matter the obstacles. Welcome back to Laura Jane Atelier. My name is Laura, and this is where we explore the fascinating world of vintage beauty history and culture. Today we're diving into the 1940s, a time when women faced the harsh realities of World War II. But even in the midst of rationing and shortages, they found creative ways to maintain their beauty routines and looked effortlessly glamorous while doing it. In this video, we'll uncover the clever, budget-friendly beauty hacks that kept women looking fabulous during the war. Hacks that you can easily try today. So whether you're looking to save some money, embrace a more sustainable beauty routine, or simply love all things vintage, you're in the right place. So let's get started. World War II wasn't just fought on the battlefields, it was fought in homes, kitchens, and yes, even in beauty routines. As countries across the globe mobilized for war, life on the home front transformed dramatically. The luxury of choice gave way to necessity, and everyone was expected to contribute to the war effort. For women, this meant adapting to the world where scarcity was the norm, and resourcefulness became a way of life. The war effort demanded the diversion of raw materials to military production, leading to widespread shortages of everyday items. Silk, once used to make elegant stockings, was now needed for parachutes. Nylon, a new and exciting fabric, was also redirected to the war effort. Even basic toiletries became hard to find as factories prioritized producing goods for soldiers over civilian luxuries. Ration books were introduced to ensure fair distribution of scarce resources. Each family was allocated a certain number of coupons, which had to be carefully managed. These books became a vital part of everyday life, determining not just what you could eat, but what you could wear and how you could care for yourself. Imagine a world where something as simple as a face powder or a tube of lipstick was as precious as gold. Cosmetics were considered a luxury, often the first to disappear from shelves, but for many women, these items were more than just products. They were symbols of normalcy, femininity, and hope. Beauty products became a way for women to maintain a sense of identity and morale during these trying times. Wearing lipsticks, for instance, wasn't just about looking good. It was an act of defiance, a statement that despite the turmoil around them, they would not be broken. As the war dragged on, the beauty industry had to adapt. Advertisements shifted from promoting indulgence to encouraging frugality. Make it last became the new mantra, with companies offering advice on how to stretch out the use of their products. Women were encouraged to be resourceful, using every drop of foundation, every last speck of powder. But it wasn't just about making do with less, it was about being creative. Women began to turn their kitchens, pantries, and even their gardens to create their own beauty products. Everyday items like cornstarch, cocoa powder, and beet juice were transformed into homemade face powders, blushes, and lip stains. These DIY solutions not only filled the gaps left by rationing, but also allowed women to personalize their beauty routines in new and inventive ways. These hacks weren't just about appearance, they were about resilience, creativity, and the determination to maintain a sense of normalcy in the face of adversity. They remind us that even in the toughest times, beauty is a form of strength, a way to express oneself and to keep the hope alive. During World War II, with beauty products in short supply, women became the ultimate beauty chemists. Necessity drove them to turn everyday kitchen ingredients to effective, affordable, and luxurious cosmetics. Let's start with one of the most iconic beauty hacks of the era: homemade face powder. Face powder was a staple in every woman's beauty routine, but with commercial powders becoming a rare commodity, women turned to their pantries. Cornstarch, a common household ingredient, became the base for a simple yet effective face powder. When tinted with a bit of cocoa powder, it provided a warm, natural glow, could be tailored to match any skin tone. This DIY face powder was not only a cost-effective alternative to store-bought products, but also customizable. Women would experiment with the ratio of cornstarch and cocoa powder, ensuring that the powder matched their skin tone flawlessly. It also had the added benefit of leaving the skin feeling soft, smooth, and matte, a must-have for achieving that classic polished 1940s look. The application of this powder was a ritual in itself. With the soft vintage powder puff, women would gently press the powder onto their skin, achieving a smooth, even complexion. The homemade formula provided the perfect finish, helping to absorb excess oil and set makeup in place for the day ahead. But it wasn't just face powder that women made at home. Lipstick was another essential, symbolizing defiance and femininity during the war. Yet, with ingredients like petroleum jelly and commercial pigments in short supply, women had to be creative. Enter beet juice, a natural, vibrant alternative that offered a beautiful rosy tint. Beet juice, with its rich red hue, was a perfect substitute for traditional lipstick. When mixed with lanolin, a substance derived from sheep's wool that was more readily available, or even a bit of lard, it created a natural, long-lasting lip stain. The result was a product that not only added color, but also nourished and protected the lips. This homemade lip stain offered a subtle yet striking color that could be layered for a bolder look. And it wasn't just for the lips. This versatile product could also double as a blush, providing that healthy, flushed appearance that was so popular during the 40s. The beauty of these DIY cosmetics was their simplicity and versatility. With just a few basic ingredients, women could create products that were multifunctional, cost-effective, and most importantly, effective. These homemade solutions not only filled the gaps left by rationing, but also allowed women to maintain their sense of self and style during a time of uncertainty and change. These DIY beauty hacks are a testament to the integrity and resilience of women during World War II. And they remind us that beauty isn't about the latest trends or the most expensive products. Sometimes it's just about making the most of what you have and embracing creativity. Today, these vintage beauty tips are more than just a nod to the past. They're a source of inspiration for creating your own affordable and sustainable beauty routine. Whether you're looking to cut down on your beauty expenses, reduce environmental impact, or simply explore some fun DIYs from the 1940s. And maintaining well-styled hair was more than just a matter of vanity. It was a statement of resilience and pride. With many men off to war, women stepped into the roles from factory workers to military service, but that didn't mean they'd let their standards slip. However, with commercial shampoos and hair products in short supply, women had to innovate to keep their locks looking sleek and stylish. Shampoo was one of the many items that became scarce during the war. Without access to commercial products, women often turned to simple soap and water. Some even created their own shampoos by grating soap into water, creating a basic but effective cleansing solution. While soap could leave their hair feeling a bit stiff or dry, it was a small price to pay for cleanliness during tough times. But the real magic of 1940s hair care wasn't just about washing, it was all about styling. With professional salons often inaccessible or too expensive, women became adept at styling their own hair at home. Iconic hairstyles like victory rolls, pin curls, and soft waves became symbols of the era, and women learned to create these looks with just a few basic tools. Setting lotion was essential for achieving those perfectly sculpted styles, but like many other products, it was hard to come by. Resourceful women discovered that a simple mixture of sugar and water could be used as a setting lotion, providing the hold that needed to keep curls and waves in place all day. I'm really curious to try this now as like a hairspray. The sugar water setting lotion was a game changer. Not only was it easy to make with ingredients readily available in most kitchens, but it also provided a firm hold without the stiffness that some of the other substitutes might cause. The result was a sleek, polished look that could last from morning till night, no matter how demanding the day was. And of course, no 1940s hairstyle was complete without a bit of flair. Scarves became an indispensable accessory, serving both fashion and function. Whether worn as a headband, wrapped around a bun, or a tied turban style, scarves added a pop of color and personality to any look. Scarves weren't just for looks, they were practical too. For women working in factories or performing other manual labor, a scarf helped keep hair out of the way, protected it from dust and grime, and maintained the hairstyle underneath. It was an essential accessory for any woman who wanted to stay both stylish and safe during the workday. For many women, the act of styling their hair each morning was a form of self-expression and a way to maintain a sense of normalcy amidst the chaos of the war. Whether they were headed to the factory floor or out on the night of the town, these hairstyles offered a way to hold on to their identity and femininity. And today, these vintage hairstyles continue to inspire, offering a blend of elegance and practicality that never goes out of fashion. And whether you're channeling the classic glamour of the 40s or simply looking for a new way to style your hair, these techniques are as effective now as they were then. During World War II, maintaining healthy, glowing skin was as important as ever. Despite the challenges posed by rationing and limited availability of commercial skincare products, women had to rely on natural remedies passed down through generations or creativity concocted in their own kitchen. One of the most beloved skincare products at the time was cold cream, a luxurious, multi-purpose moisturizer and cleanser. However, with store-bought versions hard to find, many women would turn to DIY methods, crafting their own cold cream using simple ingredients like olive oil, beeswax, and rose water. The homemade cold cream was more than just a skincare product. It was a little pot of luxury that provided much-needed self-care during stressful times. The beeswax created a protective barrier on the skin, while the olive oil deeply moisturized and nourished, leaving the skin soft and supple. The addition of rose water not only added a beautiful scent, but also brought soothing and anti-inflammatory properties, making it ideal for sensitive or irritated skin. This cold cream served as an all-purpose skincare solution. It was used to remove makeup, cleanse the skin of dirt and impurities, and provide deep hydration. Women would often apply it at night, allowing the rich, nourishing ingredients to work their magic while they slept, waking up to soft, refreshed skin. In a time when self-care was a rare luxury, the simple cream became an essential part of many women's nightly rituals. But cold cream wasn't the only skincare secret of the 1940s. For those dealing with acne, blemishes, or oily skin, a simple and effective remedy was diluted lemon juice. Known for its natural astringent properties, lemon juice helped to tighten the pores, reduce oiliness, and clear up blemishes. The acidity of the lemon greatly exfoliated the skin, removed dead skin cells, and promoted a brighter, clearer complexion. This natural toner was a go-to remedy for many women, offering a refreshing, budget-friendly solution to keep skin clear and balanced. The simplicity of the ingredients made it accessible to everyone, regardless of what was available in stores, and its effectiveness kept it as a staple in many skincare routines. Exfoliation was another important step in skincare, helping to remove dense skin cells and reveal a fresh, glowing complexion underneath. Without access to commercial scrubs, women turned to their kitchens once again, using a mixture of sugar and olive oil to create a gentle yet effective exfoliant. The sugar provided just the right amount of grit to slough away dead skin, while the olive oil deeply moisturized, ensuring the skin was left soft and smooth, rather than dry and irritated. This homemade scrub was a simple but powerful addition to any skincare routine. It was particularly valuable during a time when women had to make every resource count. The exfoliation helped to keep the skin bright and youthful, and the moisturizing effects of the olive oil ensured that the skin remained nourished and healthy, even in the harshest of conditions. And the natural skincare solutions used by women in the 40s were not only effective but also incredibly affordable, making them perfect for today's beauty on a budget. These simple, time-tested remedies remind us that sometimes the best solutions are the ones that come straight from nature. Let me know in the comments below if you've ever tried any of these recipes or something similar. Fashion during World War II was about more than just looking good. It was a matter of necessity, creativity, and for many women, a way to maintain a sense of normalcy and dignity. With fabric ration and new garments hard to come by, women were forced to think outside the box. Upcycling and repurposing became not just a trend, but a necessity. Dresses were often made from old curtains, tablecloths, or even men's suits, with clever tailoring turning them into fashionable, feminine attire. The war effort demanded resourcefulness, and women rose to the challenge of style. Repurposing old fabric into new garments wasn't just a way to save money, it was also a way to express individuality and creativity. Women who had once purchased ready-made clothes now found themselves becoming their own designers, using whatever materials they could find to create stylish and functional clothing. This practice of upcycling wasn't just about making do, it was about making something beautiful and unique from what was available. This approach to fashion was all about making the most of what you had. Women became experts at reworking garments, turning old coats into smart jackets, or converting a pair of men's trousers into a tailored high-waisted skirt. These resourceful practices not only kept wardrobes fresh, but also allowed women to stay on trend even when new clothes were hard to come by. Accessories played a crucial role in elevating these repurposed outfits. A simple dress could be transformed with the addition of a well-placed brooch, a stylish hat, or a pair of gloves. Many of these accessories were handmade or refurbished, adding a personal touch to each outfit. Women took pride in their ability to turn the ordinary into something extraordinary, often using scraps of fabric, old jewelry, or even household items to create their accessories. Stockings, which were notoriously scarce, were replaced with leg makeup or painted on seams to create the illusion of stockings. This practice was born out of necessity but quickly became a widespread trend. Women would use foundation or a specifically made liquid leg makeup to give their legs a smooth, even tone, then carefully draw a seam down the back of their leg with eyeliner pencil to mimic the look of stockings. It was a small but ingenious way to maintain the appearance of wearing hosiery, even when the real thing was unavailable. These fashion tricks were more than just practical solutions, they were acts of creativity and resilience. Women found ways to maintain their sense of style and dignity during difficult times, proving that fashion is about much more than just following trends. It's about creativity, resourcefulness, and the ability to adapt to whatever challenges life throws your way. Despite the shortages and rationing, makeup remained an essential part of a woman's daily routine in the 40s. The trends at the time emphasized bold, defined features, with red lipstick and winged eyeliner being the most iconic looks. These beauty staples weren't just about following trends, they were about maintaining a sense of normalcy, femininity, and even defiance in the face of adversity. With mascara in short supply, women had to get creative. Mascara, as we know it today, wasn't widely available during the war. Instead, women would use a mixture of petroleum jelly and soot or charcoal to darken their lashes. This DIY mascara was applied carefully with a small brush or even a clean matchstick, providing the dark, luscious lashes that were essential to the era's glamorous look. The emphasis on bold, defined eyes didn't stop at the lashes. Eyebrows were a crucial element to the 40s looks, often arched and darkened to create a strong, expressive frame for the face. Women would use whatever they could to achieve this look: charcoal, shoe polish, or even a burnt matchstick. These unconventional tools allowed them to shape and fill in their brows, creating that iconic, dramatic arch. For eyeshadow, women had to be just as resourceful. With traditional eyeshadows in short supply, many turned to talcum powder or flour mixed with a bit of food coloring to create soft pastel hues. These DIY eyeshadows were applied with the fingers or a small brush, adding a subtle wash of color to the eyelids. Despite the limited resources, women were able to achieve the soft, feminine looks that were popular at the time. And the creativity didn't stop at the eyes. Red lipstick was perhaps the most iconic beauty product of the 40s, symbolizing strength, resilience, and femininity. During the war, lipstick was more than just makeup, it was a morale booster, a way for women to assert their confidence and independence. However, when store-bought lipstick was hard to find, women turned to homemade alternatives. Beet juice was a natural red pigment and became a popular substitute mixed with lard or wax, and it would create a long-lasting lip color, and the result was a vibrant, bold red that was both striking and empowering. The bold red lips of the 40s weren't just about following a trend, they were a statement of defiance and resilience. In a time of hardship, a swipe of red lipstick was a powerful reminder that beauty, confidence, and femininity could not be diminished by the trials of war. So how can we apply these 1940 beauty hacks in today's world? The principles of resourcefulness, creativity, and simplicity are timeless and can help us build a sustainable, budget-friendly routine. And it's easy to take inspiration from all of these, and all these products are readily available if you want to play around. For instance, cornstarch and cocoa powder face powder is still a fantastic alternative to expensive setting powders. I bet it would smell good too. I'm really curious now. It is natural and gentle on the skin, and I guess it doesn't have talc, which can be known to be harsh on your skin with chemicals. Plus, you can change the tone with how much cocoa powder you put in it. Hold creams are easy to make as well. A lot of places you can buy all the staples to make it, even as a makeup remover with a night cream. Olive oil, beeswax, and rose water are readily available if you want to try any of these recipes. And the beet juice lip stain is another fantastic example of how 1940s beauty hacks can be adapted for today. I think that would be pretty easy to make as well. I'm curious to try it. Let me know in the comments below if you've made any of these, or even the charcoal with petroleum jelly could even be an interesting eyeshadow, kind of give you that dark, glossy look. I'm curious to try that as well. Or even the olive oil with the sugar. I feel like with the lemon juice, you would want to almost mix it with rose water or something else, because I feel like it would be too acidic on the skin. That's my opinion. I've never personally tried it, but it's interesting to think about what people had to do back then in terms of rationing, and then people didn't want to give up their beauty routine, so they would just be resourceful and creative to come up with something new. And in my opinion, it's really interesting to see how people would have to live back then. And if it were me, I wouldn't want to go without. I would definitely try some of these hacks, definitely, especially the leggings, drawing the line up my legs. So thank you for joining me on this journey through time. I hope you enjoyed learning about the creative and timeless beauty hacks. And let me know in the comments below if you want me to feature any other decades. It'd be interesting to see what people did in the 1930s during the Great Depression. And don't forget to check out some of my other vintage beauty videos.